In this lesson, we're going to be answering this question: what is a listing? A business listing contains all of the essential information associated with a business online. The most common way of referring to the essential components of that is by saying it's NAP. A listing has a NAP, or a business has a NAP. That stands for name, address, and phone number. These three attributes make up the core of any business listing. When you think about it, every business can have a similar name to another business. It might even share a very similar address, but it won't have the same name, address, and phone number as another business. These three components form the basis for identifying any specific business online. Let's take a look at that Moz example. Here we see the name, Moz. That is the name of the business itself. There are no keywords stuffed into this name. It's not Moz, the best SEO software. It's just Moz. That's our name. Address, physical location address. If you navigate to this address, this is where the offices of Moz are located. And then the phone number. If you call this phone number, you will reach Moz. So this forms the foundation of Moz's identity online in terms of being able to navigate and communicate with it as a business. There are some additional attributes associated with a listing that are commonly filled out. Things like categories, images, and reviews. These are all sort of metadata or additional information about that business. Let's take a look again at Moz. Here we can see the category. It's listed as a software company. So as a business, Moz can choose what category we want to align ourselves with. In fact, in Google My Business, you can choose both a category as well as multiple subcategories. You can see there's images. Images are things that are placed by the business as well as user-generated content. And then in the middle there of the page, you can see the word reviews, and it points at the various star ratings of reviews for that. Reviews are both in terms of the quality of the reviews as well as the count of reviews that have been provided. There are many places to create listings. There are a few central places, however, that have the most impact for SEO. One of those is Google My Business. Another would be Facebook or Yellow Pages. So there are several places where listings can be created and verified, and then they are shared out amongst the ecosystem. So when we say this word ecosystem, when a listing is generated, it is then shared or propagated out via a number of different drivers. So things like directories and aggregators. These are all different components of the listing ecosystem. So if the listing is the sort of core element of the ecosystem, then the listing gets propagated out and distributed based upon where it was created and what other software is aware of that listing it being in existence. So there are some common issues that come up with listings and propagation. That is, if two listings are created in different places, or if the same business has multiple listings associated with it, you can imagine that across that entire ecosystem of all the places where that listing might show up, that the search engines might get confused. Here we see the confused robot, unsure of which listing is correct because of the common issues: duplication, conflation, and inconsistent or missing data. These are very common when it comes to listing management. And in fact, the action of listing management often is related to controlling or mitigating these from taking place.